grab the yaks and rock the dad bods. With the Almas, Machines, Etched in Embers, 9 Left Dead, and over 24 local rock music bands as we rock the river June 15th through the 18th in Tahlequah, Oklahoma at the Sparrowhawk Campgrounds. Get your tickets now at www.rockthe.riverfest.com. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Surviving Rocklahoma, your official podcast of Rocklahoma. I am your host with the locks that rocks, Adam Richmond, and this is Surviving Rocklahoma. So glad to have everybody joining me this Monday night. And we've been off a week, so hopefully everybody had a great week off, as well as taking care of all of those who opened the portal to this life. I'm talking, of course, those mothers. Hopefully you all paid, gave thank you and paid your respects to all of the mothers out there for whom honestly, we just don't have a future. So take care of your mamas, y'all. I had a great weekend. I couldn't make it last week. We had some stuff coming up, and we'll just be honest, it was a slow week. However, we are back, and I hopefully am coming out loud and clear. You guys can sound off in the comments. Let me know how we are sounding. I see a lot of folks in the comments. I see Lori Brass of Rock the Equinox, my co-hostess with the mostest, Christy Gross of Camp Mardi Gras is in the house. I see the Wadsworths of Camp Black Pearl. I see Chris Roberts. Wow, look at all of you in the comments. Guys, we've got a stacked show this week. And this is one of those big weeks that you definitely want to be watching the show, because tonight I am going to give away 2 more general admission passes to Rocklahoma 2023. If you would like a chance to win those passes, maybe you've got a couple of friends that you really want to get them to Rocklahoma, but funds are what they are. Well, this is your chance to find a couple of people to add to your group, or you can just hook somebody up that have been longing to check out our favorite music festival down here in Oklahoma. Speaking of down here in Oklahoma, we are going to sound off with Travis Bond and the Rebel Souls, who we're going to be seeing at another festival this summer. We're also going to be bringing you a video from Munkythumb that will be at Rock the Equinox this fall. In the comments, I see Sarah says her service is really bad right now. Sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. Hopefully we have a stable live stream that is. It is storming outside right now here in Tahlequah. Fortunately, we have fiber optic internet, so I don't anticipate us having any problems unless maybe the power goes out or anything. Knock on wood. other than that, we are going to go ahead and break into the show. So before we kick off the show and crack open those beers, we like to sound off and make sure that we give some time to those sponsors who love to sponsor our show and support the show. One of those, of course, is DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to rock!
And rock he does. Rocky has been rocking the BOK, that is, bringing megastars, national, global stars from across the genres. He's also going to be keeping the sound, keeping the jams flowing, the tunes kicking, whatever. He's going to be powering the DEB concert stage inside of the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma 2022. You can see who is going to be playing this year because you know the lineup is out. Go to rocklahoma.com and you will see who all is on the lineup. Now, that pre-party, the Thursday night party, that's in the Roadhouse. And if you're going to be wanting to see that live music on Thursday night, you know you're going to be at the DEB concert stage. I also want to give a shout out to At Your Service Rentals, your official and only supplier of portable restrooms at Rocklahoma. Let me tell you, you don't want to be at your campsite having to go number 2 at 2 a.m. in the morning and then having to be trying to find a good crapper in your row and dealing with all of those folks who've been drinking all day. And, you know, alcohol is a natural diuretic, you folks. I mean, that's going to clean you out, especially some of those, some beers are more effective than others. And when you've got that many people using facilities at the same time, that creates a line. And you don't want to be like that guy standing over there because he can't use the restroom. Hey, what's going over there? Hey, Cousin Eddie, what's up?
Dinner was full!
Yeah, that's because he didn't call AYS Rentals. Go to aysrentals.com. You can reserve your portable restroom for Rocklahoma and for Born and Raised as well. Also want to give a huge shout out to Camp ROK-A-VET, who we've been working with for several years, facilitating passes, Rocklahoma Tickets to veterans. And we've spanned beyond Rocklahoma, and we've even got people to Born and Raised Music Festival and concerts abroad. And that's their mission, guys. They are a non-profit group filing for official non-profit status. And they just live to give the medicine that is music. And over the last couple of years, we facilitated over 50 passes to veterans. And this year's not going to be any different. And they are going to be working with us at Rock the River this next month, actually. It is what? It is May 15th, guys. We are exactly 30 days from Rock the River. And if you went to Rocklahoma 2022, make sure you catch up with ROK-A-VET at Rock the River so that you can register. Bring those wristbands. And if you're a veteran, bring your something that confirms your military service as well, because I'm going to be giving away a couple of signed guitars by a bunch of Rocklahoma 2022 artists, and Camp ROK-A-VET is going to be helping get that all squared away and keeping everything legit and above board. Thank you all so much. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Christian Hopkins, the trippy vet who has been doing a lot of tireless work for Camp ROK-A-VET. You are an all-star, my friend. Going back into the comments, so ready for Rocklahoma. She says, Adam, what are you drinking tonight? You know what? That's a good question. But before we do, I always love to wear one of my favorite t-shirts, my Rocklahoma Bitches t-shirt. And this week is a very special week. I am very pleased and I am very honored to welcome our newest sponsor, the Rocklahoma Bitches, who has officially become a sponsor of Surviving Rocklahoma, the official podcast of Rocklahoma. And let me tell you, these guys, I just can't say enough about these wonderful ladies. They just love to keep the party going. They freaking live for it, y'all. They just want to spread a good time. And you know what? I've got a special, everybody give me a hashtag Rocklahoma Bitches. You know what? And I've got a special one from you. Hey guys, Sin of Saints, why don't you take this one for me?
Rocklahoma bitches!
And we are officially ready to crack open our beers. I am drinking some, they call them Yellow Bellies. Some, I don't know why. I got hooked on it, and now it's just my drink of choice. What are you guys drinking down there? You drop it in the comments. Let me know, y'all. What are you all enjoying this evening? Let's go ahead and kick this show off. Coors Banquet, yes, sir. I was going, I'm hesitant to say the name because, like Brock Lesnar says, I ain't drinking that no more because they ain't paying me for it. But, ain't nobody paying me, so I got to drink something. Alrighty, y'all. I see a lot of folks. I see a lot of non-alcoholic beverages. There's no shame. I see some coffee, some Mountain Dew. Being black, twisted tea. Hey, you gotta watch out. Watch out for Sarah. I've gotta ask, Sarah, when you go in to the gas station, right, and you pick up one of those twisted teas, I mean, are you walking around with the attitude? Don't tell me you haven't seen that video. Just walking up there with that giant twisted tea can, wishing a mother lover would. I can't drink my daddy's beer. No Yellow Bellies for me. Pickle shots. Whoop. Tito's and Red Bull. I've never heard of that one. Okay. So, other than that, folks, yes. So, we've been working behind the scenes here at Surviving Rocklahoma. And we actually, as you all have seen, we got that new graphic out. And huge shout out to my own rebel angel of photography by Angel Lee, who made us that beautiful native skull graphic, which, me being a tribal member and a proud Native American, if y'all don't like me using that graphic, come fight me. But I gotta warn you, I'm a bleeder, and that's probably a nice shirt. Yeah, so we are working on a merch store. I'm going to be pairing it with the website. You can get official Surviving Rocklahoma merchandise that's got the new skull. I've got them on all kinds of accessories. We're also going to be working on a shirt. So all of those things that you guys purchase, that all funds the show so that we can get cool toys and new stuff, especially for these festivals that we got coming on, because we're extra AF around here, and I have just bought, well, I can't afford a rock yacht like what we stayed on in January at Rock Island in Key West, Florida, but I've got the Walmart rock yacht equivalent. So we are going to be at Rock the River this here next month, and I want to see everybody out there. How are you guys going to be floating the river next month at Rock the River? Well, we've got all kinds of survival gear that you all can purchase and use, including notebooks, tumblers. We got some tote bags and all kinds of cool stuff. Be watching the website and the Facebook page for those this month. I see Christian Hopkins has used some stars. Thank you for those stars. I'm here checking in. Been a busy day and stressful day. Love you all, he says. We'll catch you all soon. Looking forward to Rock the River 2023. Make sure to get your passes. It's going to be a blast, he says. I'm watching here in the comments as well. Thank you all for all of those stars and those likes. If you're wondering what those stars are, they're little bits, little currency. They're like pennies. And over time, those pennies add up. So we have been rocking out with over 1,000 stars per month. And the support from you all is insane. Elizabeth Ann asks if I've got ROK tickets to win. You know what, Elizabeth? That is a very, very good question. And the answer is yes, I most certainly do. And if you would like to win 2 general admission passes, well, the first thing you've got to do is share the stream. I've got a website that I use that acts as a virtual number generator to keep things honest, to keep things random, and I'm going to have some check marks that you guys are going to have to check before the night is done. And the first way to make sure that you get to win 2 passes to Rocklahoma 2023, 2 general admission passes right here on this stream, you got to share it. And while you're sharing it, I tell you what, tag a friend who has been wanting to go. Somebody who you don't think has some tickets, or you know they don't have tickets, and they're like, man, I'm just dying to go. This is their chance. So tag your friends in the comments so they can know how to win them some tickets. That's what the show's all about. Now, I wish I had VIP tickets. These were officially given to me through Rocklahoma, and they offered some GA tickets. I also want to welcome, I see one of the folks jumping in the comments on our YouTube channel. Remember, we are simultaneously streaming not only just on Facebook, but on Twitch as well and YouTube. And if you check us out on YouTube, be sure that you hit that subscribe and follow button, because you never know what we're going to be giving away in the future. So we've been talking a bit about Rock the River. I even made a fancy little graphic up there. I think we might need to do some shirts of that as well. What do y'all think? You've seen it on the profile, our profile picture, and I think we need to make some shirts of those as well. Now, for those of you who don't know, Rock the River is a little festival just up around the river's bend here in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. And this year is going to be headlined by Cottonmouth Kings, Josie Scott of Saliva, Paralandra, Tantric. We're also got Seventh Day Slumber, Shelter in Place, and a ton of others. Over two dozen bands are going to be playing, and you can get your tickets right now. www.rocktherriverfest.com. And we are also going to be featuring several folks that are playing not only this festival, but some of the others coming up this year. My question is, how are you all preparing for these summer festivals? Now, at Rock the River, it is at Sparrowhawk Campground here in Tahlequah. And they've got both primitive camping, they've got RV camping, and they've got a whole host of other offerings. They've also got a float trip that we're all going to go. And if you have your own flotation vessel, such as a kayak or canoe that you would like shuttled up with the rest of us, you can also do that too. They've got rates for that. That's what I'm going to do. I just got this kayak thanks to you all's support. We're going to trick it out. And I want to get also recognize Stigler Printing, who is going to be working on our new banner that we will be flying not only at Rock the River, but at Rocklahoma and Rock the Equinox. And they have been doing some work for some other folks, and I just could not pass up on an opportunity to have them print our new banner that so we can get that pesky unofficial out of our title there off the print. John also mentions, which is something that I didn't realize when I was checking out at Walmart with my new kayak, is you have to have permits to float on the Illinois River. Now they're cheap, guys. They're less than like $20. You can get a temporary pass, which just cover you for 1 or 2 days, or you can get the annual permit, which John and the fine folks at Sparrowhawk Camp has. I've got to get mine, and then I don't have to worry about getting any tickets for a little sticker. And we're also going to have some other stickers that you can put on your raft as well. Now, who has their own rafts? Anybody going to be bringing their own rafts? We might have to do a contest of some sorts, because we all like to just go all out. So I'd like to see some folks with their own rafts, canoes, or whatever it is they like to float the river with, and just decorate it out. Just go all out, so that when we're floating down the river, man, you're not going to miss the rock crew. I think that would be freaking fun. Greg Stevens says they've got kayaks. I wish I could come float so bad. We wish you could come with us as well, Brooke. Christy just happens to have a kayak. Viking ships allow. They better be a small Viking ship, because that river gets kind of shallow at times. You may not make it too far. Sarah says, I found a loose giant flamingo floaty last year. It was leaking, but I patched it and I kept it. You know, you never know what you're going to find on the river. Congratulations, Justin, I guess, for getting Huppy. Did you get patched and claimed? Apparently. I will be there in spirit. Wish I could go get my kayak. Oh, I'm so sorry, Justin. We are going to miss you. Now, speaking of Rock the River, I think we're going to, you know what? I tell you what, let's go ahead and give you a taste of what you're going to be seeing this next month, just 30 days away at Rock the River. Here is one of my favorite artists, local artists that transcends genres, and he is on that lineup, and I just love his homage to our great state. Here he is. Here's Travis Bond in the Rebel Souls with Down Here in Oklahoma.
The same. Here's your one chance, phase it, don't let me down. You know they call me the breeze. How do you like me now? Oh, there must be something in the water every time I turn Oklahoma. Yeah! Them boys from Oklahoma roll their joints our own. Still an Okie from Muskogee writes a damn good song. Would sure be cool if you did like the cowgirls do. Just take me back to Tulsa and my traveling shoes. Oh, there must be something in the water every time I turn around. Someone else is springing up from the swirl crowd. We're just walking on the tighter road, waiting on the legal smoke. We're just a crazy breed doing what we please down here in Oklahoma. 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 Oh, down here. There must be something in the water every time I turn around. Someone else is springing up from this world crowd. We're just walking on a tighter road, waiting on the legal smoke. We're just a crazy breed doing what we please down here in Oklahoma. Oh, down here in Oklahoma. Down here in Oklahoma. Down here. Oh, down here. Come on, down here. Down here in Oklahoma.
That was Travis Bond and the Rebel Souls, and guess who got the label of smoke? Whew, this guy. Anyway, give it some love, guys. Give Travis Bond and the Rebel Souls some loves. That was down here in Oklahoma. You'll be able to catch them next month, June 15th through the 18th. At Sparrowhawk Camp for Rock the River 2023. Now, we've talked about that a bit. It is time to talk a little bit about the festival that we share our namesake with, Rocklahoma. It is not far away in its own right. Labor Day weekend, September 1st. You know the lineup is out. The daily lineup is also been released, you know, and don't forget that those passes go up in prices every so often. So if you haven't got your passes yet, make sure that you get them as soon as you can. I believe financing is still available, but it's definitely one you don't want to snooze on, because I do know that all the VIP packages are sold out. The GA are selling fast too. This could be a record-setting year. Let me get my lineup. All right, so we got Godsmack, Pantera, Rob Zombie, Limp Bizkit, Bush, Chevelle, Corey Taylor, Daughtry, Theory of a Dead Man, Ministry, Asking Alexandria, Code Orange, Guar, Mammoth, WVH, POD, Atreyu, Ginger, Skid Row, Buck Cherry, Warrant, LA Guns, Kicks, Filter, Fuel, Aaron Jones, Blackstone Cherry, and a whole host more, folks. This is a stacked up lineup. And I do know that Godsmack is on Friday, and Limp Bizkit Saturday, Pantera and Rob Zombie is on Monday. And Friday night, we are also going to be having our annual after party at Camp Mardi Gras. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, there's just so many, I hear there's so much stuff going on, and I can't ever figure out, where everything is at whatever given time. Well, check out the Rocklahoma Campgrounds map on survivingrocklahoma.com, and you can find a map that we have now figured it out, folks. You don't have to download a spreadsheet any longer. We got it hosted on the website. You don't even need Facebook. You don't need to be, you do need a Google, though. However, if you want to submit your campsite to be listed on that map. Now, if you just want to know where the parties are, what parties are going on, and let me tell you, you can find anything from a tame, just chilling around, listening to some music and going to bed early, or just total spring break. It's just such a varied experience. We've got tens of thousands of people in those campgrounds, and that means it is a tailgating experience that only a heavy metal hippie festival lover can appreciate. It is just life changing. So the best way to find your way around is go to survivingrocklahoma.com, click on the Rocklahoma Campgrounds map tab, and you can even download that PDF so that it's in your phone. I'd wait to download it till like the week before or the week of Rocklahoma, right before you leave, because we update it twice a week, depending on how many submissions we get. And then there's 3 of us. Not only am I working on keeping it up to date on the website, I've also been helped by a couple of generous and very intelligent and resourceful folks, Fallon and Darren, who have been essential in getting this Rocklahoma Campgrounds map done. Chris in the comments says, I'm making an appearance at your party this Saturday. Yes! Welcome, Chris. Please do. Tim says, party time. Amen. Or the kinky fuckers.
Giggity.
Yes, there's Christy. What's up, Christy? Sorry I'm late. Kid has school. Yes, I understand that. Lisa Dubson says, can't wait for a huge family reunion. Justin Kirkpatrick says, a late night party sounds good. Yes, it does. Go Fallon Rafferty. Yes. Thank you. Stacy A. King. Alrighty, folks. And so we have, that map is totally out there. Submissions are open, and we are updating it regularly. So make sure that you all are keeping your, you refresh your web browser whenever you check it out. So we also like to talk about everything that is coming up in the area. So I think I need to go ahead and pull everything up. You would have thought that I would have had this done already. And we've got a lot of shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. I am so freaking stoked to see some of these. So, some of y'all may know that we've got some other podcasters in the area, and as much as I love doing interviews, these folks have always got some of the most legendary names on their shows. They're also proud members of the DEB Concerts podcast family. The Tulsa Music Stream is going to be having Martin Anderson of Leader Ford. It's going on right now. So when you're done listening to Surviving Rocklahoma, you need to head on over to Tulsa Music Stream and check theirs out as well. Now, this Saturday, we featured them last show, not last week, but the week before, Groucho is going to be playing at Thelma's Peach, along with Helen Kelter Skelter. Speaking of Tulsa Music Stream, next week, they are going to be talking to Josh Todd of Buck Cherry. Now, that's going to be an interview that I definitely want to see. They always have some of the best questions to ask these folks. Now, Badass Renee's is going to be having a show Saturday, June 3rd, Revenge Fest. And that's going to be with Pariah System, Harakiri, and Stanley's Revenge. Pariah System, as you know, is going to be on that Rock the River lineup as well. And you know I got a lot of love for Harakiri. Yes, we got some other stuff. Now, if you have a gig or a concert that is coming up and you would like it plugged or mentioned on the show, email survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com or just go on Facebook and invite the Surviving Rocklahoma page. We'll get all of that added into our Google Calendar. We're going to get that updated so it'd be available for you on survivingrocklahoma.com. You can click on that calendar tab and you'll have all of these local shows right there in your Google Calendar. It's pretty nifty, especially if you got some time to kill after whatever is going on in town and you want to see what's going on in the nightlife. Well, that's what it's all about. Once again, that's survivingrocklahoma.com. I'm going to see Guns N' Roses, Sarah says, like 2 weeks after Rocklahoma. I can't wait to see Slash again. Yes, it is, Christy. And you know what, Christy, I do. I want to celebrate our new partnership, our new sponsorship, or whatever you want to call it. And we are going to be giving away 2 general admission passes to Rocklahoma 2023 tonight. Now, I've given you your first 2 steps to win those general admission passes. Now, first, you have to share the stream. Share this live stream right now or before the stream's over. Tag somebody that needs these tickets. Hopefully the name I call is going to be somebody that don't have these tickets and they're really needing to go. So I'm looking for somebody's name to be tagged in the comments. One person is going to win general admission tickets to Rocklahoma 2022, courtesy of Rocklahoma. Now, we've been talking at length this week about Rock the River, and that's because it's coming up. It's a huge festival, y'all. We got over 24 local bands that are going to be playing at Sparrowhawk Camp here in Tahlequah, my backyard, next month. And so we're going to be talking a lot about it. We're also going to be there covering it, doing some interviews. We're going to be floating. Angel's going to be down and bring in her camera. We're both going to be bringing our families so you can come out and meet the families and see. We're just all going to be having one big rock reunion right here in town. I couldn't be happier. Now, that being said, I know not everyone is of the country sorts, but myself and John from Sparrowhawk Camp is going to be on the radio tomorrow on 102.1 here in Tahlequah, the country station, talking about the festival. And I am so excited to finally get my first get to. I haven't been on the radio in forever, y'all, and I am so excited. It's something that I've always aspired to do. That's why we did the show, and being on the radio in my hometown, I am so excited. And thank you so much for John for inviting me to join you on the show. Once again, that's I believe that's tomorrow morning, 102.1. Be sure you follow Sparrowhawk Camp on Facebook. I'm sure they will be sharing details when we have them. And those of you here in the Tahlequah area, go ahead and tune in. You know we're going to be recording it as well, and we'll share it in post. And this is why we love doing this stuff, folk. We'd love to talk about music. We'd love to have get together with our best friends and just have a good time. Now, with that being said, we've also got another festival coming up in the fall called ROK-A-VET. And they've got an amazing lineup themselves. Nothing to be discounted. There it is. Let's blow this up a little bit so that everybody can read it. Yeah. Check that out. Let me fix this. Don't have my glasses on. But be sure you check out ROK-A-VET on Facebook. They've got a full lineup. They've got everything that you could possibly need to know. There we go. Now I fixed it. All right. Now remember, ROK-A-VET is free admission. Now this is a free show, y'all. Come down to Lake John Wells in Stigler, Oklahoma. It's going to be free camping. There's going to be food trucks. I'm bringing one of my bouncy houses down there. We've got the daily schedule right here. Travis Bond's also going to be playing that one as well, whom you just heard from. Shotgun Funeral, Sin and Scar, The Destination. These guys, these young men, are so talented. Every time that I've gone and seen these guys play, they mature musically and personally so much every year. I can't wait to see what happens for these young men as they continue on. Also, I mean, man, Native Roots War Pony is going to be playing. This is all happening on Friday. Now, Saturday, we've got Dime Store Riot, who just debuted, just broke out a month or two ago. We featured them right here on the show. Munkythumb, Treacherous, Open Addiction from Arkansas, the Almas, Edge Over Edge, Kira, King Shifter, and more. You can get information, ROK-A-VET Stigler, Lake John Wells. This is going to be coming up September 29th in Stigler. Alrighty, folks. And speaking of, we are rounding out the hour. Let me go ahead and take that off of there. And we were just talking about ROK-A-VET 2023, and one of those bands that is on that lineup just recently shot me an email, and it's been a while since I've heard this track, and I want to feature it for y'all. We went a little bit Southern rock for our first feature, so I know some of you all are wanting something a little bit more aggressive. So let's rock our faces off, y'all, with some Bad Dreams by Munkythumb.
Dum dum, beetle dum dum, beetle dum dum, beetle dum dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and Bert the turtle was very alert. And danger certainly he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered. He did what we all must learn to do. And you, ducked and covered.
wish there was a way. So here's the bad dreams, the only kind I have. We are the black sheep, the ones who fight back. They'll never change anything until they bomb it to glass. Keep doing fire drills, but it won't save your ass. Here's the bad dreams, go on and raise your flag. We are the black sheep, the ones who fight back. I'm falling, I can't wait from this. They say it's all in my head, try pharmaceutical bliss. With nothing left to share, they'll have us fighting for air. And this is right there, close as a nightmare. So here's the bad dreams, the only kind I have. We are the black sheep, the ones who fight back. They'll never change anything until they bomb it to glass. Keep doing fire drills, but it won't save your ass. Here's the bad dreams, go on and raise your flag. We are the black sheep, the ones who fight back. So here's the bad dreams, the only kind I have. We are the black sheep, the ones who bite back. They'll never change anything until they bomb it to glass. Keep doing fire drills, but it won't save your ass. So here's the bad dreams, the only kind I have. We are the black sheep, the ones who bite back. They'll never change anything until they bomb it to glass. Keep doing fire drills, but it won't save your ass. Here's the bad dreams, go on and raise your flag. We are the black sheep, the ones who bite back. So here's the bad dreams, the only kind we have. We are the black sheep, the ones who bite back. Here's to bad dreams, go on and raise your glass. We are the black sheep, the ones who bite back.
And that was Munkythumb with Bad Dreams. And it apparently hit a few familiar notes with a lot of people in that feel. I saw it, but I also thought Children of the Corn, as well as some old Romero, Night of the Living Dead, one of the originals, the chick made me think of True Blood, Tara. Nerd rabbit hole. But anyway, y'all, give it up for Munkythumb and Bad Dreams. You know what? Fake studio audience. That's right. Give them some love, y'all. Throw those reactions in the comments. We've also got some stuff to give away here in just a little bit, including and limited to general admission passes to Rocklahoma 2023. Now the first hoop for you to jump through is to share this stream. Share this live stream. While you're at it, like the Facebook page. That helps. But share this live stream in the comments. You should have already, or if you haven't, do so now. Tag somebody who needs some Rocklahoma tickets because you're running out of time. I'm stalling for you all, folks. I'm giving you all plenty of opportunity to get holler at your friend and say, hey, so-and-so's about to give you some tickets. Get in here. Yeah, there you go. I see some folks there. Now, when they get in here in about, let's say about 3 or 4 minutes right after I tell folks how to get their music on Surviving Rocklahoma, I'm going to give you a special hashtag, and you're going to use this hashtag to win those passes. So you're running out of time, folks. Get your folks in here. We've got, what do we got? We got just under 30 viewers. So I like your odds. Now, while they're getting that stuff together, if you would like your music featured on Surviving Rocklahoma, just send that music. And you can do so by submitting it to survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. And while you're at it, tell me where you're playing, submit your gigs. And if you got a really good gig coming up and you're going to be at one of those facilities that allow you to, get some press and stuff, give me a holler. You never know. I might bring some folks with me that can take some pictures, get you put on the website, and, play your music here on the show. And if everyone likes you, might sit down for an interview. And, it's not the radio, folks, but I love to feature local music. That's what it's all about. Loud, local, and live right here on survivingrocklahoma.com podcast. The power shut down for a second. Scott says change it tomorrow. So till next time, peace out. We'll see you, buddy. Thank you for those stars. I tell you what, y'all, let's go ahead and do this. We got to get this out of the way. So what everybody should have been doing is liking and following and subscribing, the podcast across whatever platform you are watching or listening to it on. And they have been dropping some tags down in the comments. Those folks and everybody else should have been sharing the stream. So let's go ahead and get us some winner. I've stalled as much as I can. Give me 1 second. We're going to pull this up so I can get everything ready. All right, folks. Hopefully you are watching. If you want to go to Rocklahoma for scot-free 2 GA tickets on me, what you got to do is hashtag RB23. Hashtag RB23, because I want to say thank you to the Rocklahoma bitches for joining us and joining the other folks in helping sponsor the show. Hashtag RB23. I'm going to be picking a winner here in just a couple of seconds. And the winner will get 2 general admission passes to Rocklahoma 2023, courtesy of Rocklahoma, for which last year named Surviving Rocklahoma the official podcast. And look at all of those hashtags rolling through right now. We are going to be loading it up into our website where we randomly assigned all comments a hashtag, that use the hashtag RB23, and they are going to be issued a number, and it takes a second. Look at all of you guys flooding that. The one time I'm going to allow you all to flood my comments. Look at y'all. Let's do a refresh real quick. And we are going to have us a winner in 3, 2, 1. Our winner is Lisa Dubson, you have won 2 general admission tickets over a $200 value, courtesy of Rocklahoma. Lisa Dubson, let me like and reply right here. Here y'all, hey, yes. All right, Lisa, email survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. I'll double check to make sure we got the right one. And I'll get your contact information so that I can get that over to the folks. You'll be finding out the details on when you can expect to get the hard physical tickets. Usually going to be about 30 to 60 days before the festival when everybody else does. And I know everybody is wondering, when are we going to get those Rocklahoma passes? Well, it's the same as every year, folks. You don't get the passes until literally just weeks before the festival. So don't expect to see those in the mail anytime within the next couple of months. And but I tell you what, Lisa, you're not going to have to pay for some. And I'll be getting a hold of you, getting in touch with you soon, and to get all that information from you. Thank you all so much for supporting this podcast. I tell you guys, I love doing this. This is so much fun for me, and I'm just somebody who has always wanted to be a DJ or something like that. And so nobody hired me, so I did it myself. And it's with y'all's support that it has become what it is. And that's just something Travis was singing about. There's just so much fertile ground here in Oklahoma, and we've got such a supportive local rock music scene, and that's what it's all about. It's a Rocklahoma thing you just wouldn't understand. And I can't wait to see each and every one of you guys here in a couple of weeks at Rock the River 2023. For those of you within earshot of 102.1 Lakes Country here in Tahlequah, listen to the morning show tomorrow. I will be joining John from Sparrowhawk to talk about that festival. Also want to give a huge shout out to DEB Concerts. And I also want to give a huge thank you to At Your Service Rentals and Camp ROK-A-VET for supporting the show. And I want to give and my boys in the Sin of Saints have got a message for our newest sponsor of Surviving Rocklahoma.
Rocklahoma, bitches!
Until next week, guys, as always, stay on the positive side of life. And as always, rock on.